the Widowmaker on attack.
There we go. Karq, Kefri just switching it now.
We'll probably see some switches on the attacking side at least right before they start. They'll probably not want to show their comp. Okay. But it looks like PowerHAUS is just running the standard with Brigitte, triple heals and triple tank. So if I was Screenwave, I would probably want to run maybe like a little bit heavier actual like DPS. So anybody kind of like tank busters, because tanks really rely on their high health pools and their abilities.
Correct.
So if you throw in like like a Reaper or maybe a Pharah if they don't have a D.Va, but it does look like PowerHAUS does have a D.Va, so they might come out with a Pharah first, maybe they won't. They'll go back in and switch, but I think probably a Junk is their best bet here to go. I would probably say I'd switch out the D.Va for the Junk.
Okay. Tech's been on that Zarya all tournament. I don't think I've seen Tech outside of Zarya yet.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a switch. Yeah. So Kefri is gonna kind of try to hit the tank buster love with Reaper right now. So we're gonna see what's going on. Everyone hiding out in the hotel at the moment, and we're just gonna scramble. It's just gonna be a brawl right off the get-go.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. They were kind of hiding in the hotel, and Nestan was actually using his third-person ability to actually look around the corner and get
correct. Kefri already taken down Mythos. There is no mercy on these sides, so there will be no res. There will be no redo button going on here. They are just getting pushed all the way out.
Yep, it looks like it's going to have to be a full reset. They might as well try to get out now before they beat too many ults.
Oh, Ryan just coming right back in, but it's a little too late right now, man. You are just by yourself. Come on. There we go. Move back. Get the reset.
They could punish Stimp, though. He's very overextended, but Zarya is there to save him.
Yep, but Stimp also's got his ult on deck as well, so one good group up, and there we go. He tries whipping it in, and he gets only one. I think, he got two. It was Kefri and Stimp.
And we saw both Moira ults come out there, so that was a lot of healing, but we're actually getting picks here on PowerHAUS. I mean, Screenwave might take this point.
Oh, yeah, it's over. Wow. Yeah. Just roll right on through, huh? Okay.
I love watching high octane gameplay like this.
That was just meaty. That was just meaty. There was no backing out for Screenwave. I think they hit forward the whole time. They only came back for the point. Yeah. And now they're already pushing up right to the second point. The payload hasn't even gone halfway yet.
Yeah, it hasn't even actually left the first choke, so I'm very surprised that they're pushing up this far. But, I mean, as far as if you can hold them down there, the streets is actually a really good place to not get held at when you're on attack. It's very hard to retake if you get stalled on it. Okay. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they were able to hold them and they switch to a Mei. Mei is normally seen here on streets, only on King's Row.
Yes, because those corners, you can create those walls, escape
and
routes.
The D.Va bomb, Mythos turns just in time.
Yep.
And Shatter. Whips it, though, against the shield. There's a D.Va bomb coming in.
Man, yep. Kefri gets that 2K there. Zoro's just getting rid of Kefri real fast, but unfortunately, they have no supports on the, I think it was like the Screenwave side. Was it? No, excuse me. It was the PowerHAUS that was out,
Yeah, K2 is just going to try to stall that point as long as he can for his team to be able to get up there to regroup, because maybe they'll be able to touch before he gets there. Plus, he'll be able to use his thrusters to regroup, so it was smart that he died on point versus trying to run away. Sometimes it's better to just jump on point, throw your body. You feed a little bit of ult charge, but now they're going to be able to have another fight.
The trade-off, yeah, exactly. All right, so yeah, to her, that's a little more beefier now. All right, and there goes Zoro's is he able to? Oh, Kefri gets out of there in time, faces through. Nesdan takes out more. Okay, on us now. Stimp, there you go. Baguette, 3K, let's go.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a clean hold right here for PowerHAUS.
3 bodies.
And they're going to stagger her for as long as possible.
All right, and just like we said, actually, so solid hold right before the point. They still do have one support ult and one Earth Shatter on deck, and so does Screenwave, but D.Va's also coming in hot with the bomb for the next fight.
Yeah, it does look like Stimp's going to try to use that Shatter at some point, but he will not be able to. They already shut him down.
Yep. Solid play. Good hold. And like you said earlier, it is very hard. As soon as you get taken on the streets, it's really hard to actually come back from it.
Yeah, it's very difficult when you first come out here on attack, and the defensive team is being so aggressive and they're pushing them so hard. And really, it was K2 that saved that point for them by dying on point. If he didn't do that, they probably would not have had this fight.
All right, choose to save. Oh, okay. Lucio tried to save 6 feet under. Unfortunately, he just got flipped at the end.
But they are going to try to capitalize on that. Lucio will try to, get the Reinhardt start swinging his hammer while he's got that extra health.
Stimp, unfortunately, that Shatter was a whiff. But it's still enough. Samito now getting pushed very aggressive in with Kefri, so any tank that's going to be in front of him is just instantly deleted.
Yeah, it's not smart to take on the Reaper by yourself. You normally want your DPS there. As soon as he saw that, he started to back out, but it was already too late for him.
It was already over. A lot of people tend, when it comes to Zarya, we said earlier, as soon as you see the shield, people tend to forget like to stop pulling the trigger when you realize, you know, she's only getting 40 charge. Once that bubble is gone, that's it. She's free range. There's no mobility. There's no way getting out of there. She is a big target. So for someone like Reaper, it's real easy for him to just kind of peel right through it.
So it looks like we're actually going to get some...
he did get stunned on the way in, though. So nothing going on from Kefri's ult.
It was a really good stun. But it looks like they're actually pushing up. They only have 2 on card. They're getting really aggressive. They might be able to punish them for being overextended.
Stim pushing up, trying to kind of maybe give them the sign like, hey, I have Shadow. You better pull back to kind of get that spacing that he wants his team to have.
And it actually looks like they kind of put Nesta on a different side as them. That might cause an issue, but it doesn't look like they actually pushed up in time to take it, like, capitalize.
All right, Zoros drops his ult, and then we're doing
wow, that's a 3-man Diva Bomb. That was amazing. That was really good placement on the floor.
Where was the shield at? Was he dropped right before it happened?
I believe he did drop. I think he turned right as it happened.
Okay.
Because I did think I saw a shield up at 1. Either way, 3-man Diva Bomb.
There you go.
Shield or not.
That's a quick way to just stop. Just that's the red light. That's the stop sign right there.
Yeah, once again, PowerHAUS just stopping Screenwave right in their tracks as if it's
and now they counter bomb. Oh, Zoros gets clipped. I think he might have been just on the edge.
And it actually looks like Stim gets the shatter onto Diva.
With a solid push. Unfortunately, with the Lucio ult, it is going to give them enough help to kind of survive right through, so they aren't as vulnerable as they would be. But Samito is out of mech right now, and then Kefri did take care of Mythos and Erebos.
Yeah, and Kefri with 2, and he's actually going to probably get more in this grab now.
Yep, that grab was tight right at the end. I think all they had was that Pharah, but Diva and Moira are going to make that quick work. Doomfist trying to at least stall a little bit on...
Mythos as a last-ditch effort.
Yep.
It was not in vain. You always throw your body on the point.
Yep,
Stall for as long as possible.
Pushing forward. Not sure how much time they have left. We'll see afterwards. But yeah, they just aggressive. I think this is the most aggressive I've seen Screenwave Media actually run all tournament. Besides those 2 stopping points they had with, of course, the 3K Diva Bomb, that kind of just, all right, half your team's gone. You kind of have to reset there.
Right.
But, and in the streets, how we stated earlier, you get wiped there on attack. It takes a little bit more work. But past that, they were always in a brawl.
Yeah,
no matter what, there was really no downtime.
They were definitely able to prove that they can just take it back. Even though they get stopped on one of the hardest places to retake, they showed that they had no issue retaking that point. And they even pushed it all the way to 3rd.
So PowerHAUS now, they got to kind of rethink the ink real fast and see how they're going to be able. Are they going to try to be as aggressive as they are, or are they going to? Is Screenwave going to turn it to the other side of the spectrum and go super cheese?
That's true, yeah. And you can kind of see the dynamic in their face. Like you can see how PowerHAUS is like really like distraught about that. Like that was like iffy for them, you know?
Yeah.
With a 2-minute time bank.
Exactly, 2 minutes in the bank right now. So
that's a lot of time for overtime, especially on King's Row.
And Samito looks like he's gonna decide. He decided to leave the tank field for another match and really get to them with Hanzo. So we'll see if his him being a little under the weather is gonna affect his shots.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we can see some really good from Samito.
I hope he misses all of them. I don't want. No, I'm tired of seeing this character.
He is really insane though at Hanzo.
He is good though. Like I can't knock him. I mean,
scary impressive.
Yesterday, like we said earlier, I think he only had no less than he had like 1 that was just a 1-man kill on his ult, but before that his average was at least 3.
Yeah.
Every time. At least 3 he was kind of, if you want to average it, it was probably like 3.5 to 4 on all his ult kills.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing, like Samito's just peppering damage into it because Hanzo just does so much damage.
Yes, currently
and especially when you run a triple tank comp like this and they're getting healed constantly, that's just free ult charge for the Hanzo.
You're just getting pot shots. Kaitu actually now trying to see if he's going to go ahead and challenge that. Let's see if he has what's up to snuff. 6 feet under, went right for the supports. CarQ is down, but so is Nez down on for the PowerHAUS team.
Yeah, that is definitely better for PowerHAUS because they do have the respawns.
There we go. We had no supports left now. Samito's trying to finish his work. Yep, he wants no supports on your side. Nothing.
It's like, I don't need a Mercy.
Yeah.
I don't need the damage boost.
Yeah, he's good. Wow.
They might need the heals, though. A few of them are pretty low. They might want to back up.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer for them to come back due to their spawn being so far, but considering that stagger was so late, it's going to be back to even. It's going to be a 6v6 as soon as they get back.
It actually looks like the 6 feet under is taking like a top right.
Yeah, 6 feet's just going to go maybe for the Mercy again. CarQ just running around, making sure not to get clipped away, not to get body blocked possibly from the hallways. Well, we're fighting in the hotel room. What do you mean you lost my reservation? Yeah, they're pretty mad.
So yeah, Screenwave, just holding them again. I think PowerHAUS just needs to figure out what's working for them and what's not working for them, and it's obviously this. You know, but they're coming up on ults. They might want to wait at least until they get the grab combo, but it doesn't look like Zoros is getting it quick enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Technically, almost got his ult up, and you know, and
after 2
Sumito's
fights, and
already got his dragons.
yeah, and Zoro's only like not even at halfway. Yeah, it's not a good look right now. Kaiju needs to actually start farming his ult real quick, and so there we go. From 40 to 57%, 58.
Screenwave coming up on 3 huge ults and a Transcendence right up after that.
Okay.
They're most likely going to have Valk for this fight.
Sound arrows on both sides. They know they're going up high. Oh, Samito getting super weak. He's going to go in and get the pack, though. He's going to survive. Karku's going to keep him pocketed just to make sure he's all right. There you go. Kai2, Storm Arrow. He just needs a little bit more. Just a little bit more. They are waiting for him to get his ult. Shatter used on the Screenwave. There we go. Counter shatter. Very good. Very good. But those that was just a little late, but able to get stimp. But Zenyatta will make sure the rest of the team does survive. That Hanzo ult was just too late. It was about a second too late.
And that Transcendence, that just kind of messed that whole thing up. See, that's the thing. A lot of people think that you have to use Grav and the dragons together. Shatter can work with that really well. Even on it almost happened, but
even on some like really like ghetto grab kind of deal, you can use Orisa's ball to do a really quick one, just to pop one, because you don't need to keep them there, you just need to bring them to that position that you want them to and just get as much damage as you possibly can. So looking like right after that, Zoros is done with the Zarya. I guess it didn't work out for him, so he's just gonna go right for some more damage.
Yeah, and they have the grab out from Screenwave, and it looks like he's gonna actually get charged out. Mythos and Caillou dies to Sumito as well.
6 feet is doing well, just making sure the supports are getting tagged. Going for that Mercy. We haven't been seeing actually any rests from Karku because of that. Yeah, he is getting cut off before we get a chance to see it. So good on 6 feet, but unfortunately they're not able to follow up right afterwards.
See, now PowerHAUS they're up by 2 because they have the Mercy and the Zarya actually coming back from spawn. So if they do push in the next couple seconds, I think they can actually have a really good chance of taking this with the respawns coming in late.
Mythos changing it to Winston with a Reaper out, that's a little tilting.
It's a little bit iffy, but when you have someone like Sumito...
There it is. I was just waiting for that shot. There we go. We got eyes. Oh, and he got Sumito. Watch it, dome. That was... Oh, those are the picks they needed. They're going to get...
Looking for 3.
There you go.
And he does get 3.
Nice. Zoro said, I'm done with the grabs. I'm going to get...
I'm standing back here, and I'm going to take you all out from there.
We got to pause. Someone's game just crashed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We do apologize about that.
Unfortunate that just went down, but we did get to see that it was during a push that it was clearly in PowerHAUS's favor. They had just gotten the 3 picks, so luckily there won't be any kind of arguments about that. Once Zoro got the Zenyatta pick and then he picked Sumito right afterwards. Mercy, I think, just got clipped. I think who took out Mercy, unless she's still out.
Karku and the Zarya were still coming back in, because that's why you saw the Reinhardt and the Zarya backing up. Because at that point, the Reinhardt started to see, Sumito's down, my Reaper's down.
Yes, Caffrey was just dropped right afterwards.
Everybody's just dropping. I might as well just drop back. There's no need to feed ults on a point that you
at that point, I mean, they were at, I think 20 seconds or something like that. This was their last push, honestly, that they were going to have to make. So luckily, they got a little bit of, they got a second life going on there. But
it's true.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's always nicer to have extra time.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We'll get this started real quick from there. But so far, so what do you think? So once Zoro got off of Zarya, excuse me, the game just flipped on itself. You think this is what they needed was actually a Widow to kind of just get that flank on them to kind of push
so the
forward?
Thing is like when you come up with like different DPS and stuff, the reason why Widow is picked so much is because it's such a high power character that can literally be so lethal with one shot. And if you are a really good Widow, like we're seeing today, we know we have plenty of really good Widows in this convention today. You'll see that they'll switch to Widow, and it could really change a whole team fight. Whereas in a different elo, it might have been switched to a tank. But
do you think Caffrey's gonna switch Reaper to Widow to kind of counter now?
I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Okay.
I kind of want to see the duel, see who's better, Zoros or Kefri. Zoros has already pretty much proven that he got 3 of them. 2 were headshots. I want to see what Kefri's capable of. See if he can maybe take him out.
That second one was a little bit given. He had walls. That was kind of free. That was kind of free. But that Zen one was good, and he did peg Kefri from the other side. But the Sumito one was that was a little preference. So we'll see what's going to go down now. Hopefully they'll get themselves started real quick
And speaking of switches, Kefri actually did use his he used Death Blossom right before he died.
That's already like a telltale. Like that's why I brought it up.
Pretty much gonna switch.
You're ulting. You know it's gonna be. You know if it does something, it does something. If not, I'm just gonna change characters anyway.
He most likely saw Soros come right out as the Widow, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna hit Q, and I'm just gonna switch. I know I'm gonna die, and it's worth it because like I don't want to waste this ultimate. Might as well try and get some value out of it. They may have won that team fight. Who knows?
Yeah, but exactly. All right, so most likely we'll see a switch from him. In the meantime, first of all, thanks a lot, guys, for hanging out with us. Of course, as we get our match rated again back at the Fusion Showcase here at TooManyGames. Of course, the dynamic duo is doing it right now. Charlie and Dre, we're here live.
Dre, what is this place hosted by? What is this?
What's that?
By Nerd Street Gamers?
What?
Local host?
Local? I don't know those guys. What are you talking about?
You don't know those guys?
No. Is it in the background?
Oh,
those guys. Yeah. So it's powered by Nerd Street Gamers.
It's a pretty cool place. You guys should check it out.
Yeah, definitely. We do run monthly Overwatch boot camps out. It's based in Philadelphia. Monthly boot camps where actually a lot of the regulars, some of the people out here in the conventions come out. Not conventions, but in this tournament has come out too. You yourself are a regular.
I normally am there every Thursday.
That's actually where I met you at. He used to be like not even level 25, but now look at him. I taught him everything he knows. It's all good. But we'll get started on you guys real quick. So now I'm just trying to see what their plan's going to be. So if Kefri decides to say change, go Widow. Samito most likely is going to stay on the Hanzo. He's been doing work with it. It doesn't seem to be... Like, the Hanzo actually just became contested just recently.
Right.
It wasn't until that Widow switch that happened. So...
yeah, Samito kind of controlled the fight.
And even with the Widow now, Hanzo can still hold his own very well against Widow. It's that's one of the few characters that can kind of contest her like that.
Right.
Of course, you just have your Winstons, you have your Hanzos, you have another Widow on the other side due to the range. Nikri, kind of only because of the distance. But Hanzo for sure because of the his movement is going to make it difficult for her to hit. Right. But due to the fact that he can move and shoot at those ranges is what's going to make it easier for him to hit her, which is what causes that matchup to be pretty bad. So I don't see Samito changing anytime soon, and we'll see what they're up for. But in the meantime, though, we're going to send it right to our host, Jess, real quick for a couple of words. Take it away.
Who had been playing on the team Devastating, and she actually came all the way from Canada just to compete in this event. So Dana, can you share with us your story of how you came to compete here?
So I found a team and they wanted me to coach for a while, but then eventually they realized they were missing like a support player, and since I kind of play tank and support, like I was like, sure guys, I'll play. And then they were talking about coming to this event, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And just ended up here.
And so now the rest of your teammates are actually local to the Philadelphia area, right?
Yeah, they are.
And you were telling me that you flew here, you were the only one of your teammates who had to travel to come here. And how has your experience been so far here at the Fusion Showcase and at TooManyGames?
It's been honestly a really fun time because like a lot of the guys here, they're really sweet and really nice to me, and they make me feel included in this environment, so it's great.
That's fantastic, and of course I couldn't help but notice, I think you were one of the only female competitors we had this year, is that right?
Yeah, I think I am one of the only ones, so yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I wish there were more females competing in a thing like this, but it's kind of awesome to be like the only female, and it's really cool to just see like myself up there as a female gamer.
So do you think that you're going to come back to this event next year?
Oh, definitely, if I can.
And finally, what's next for you? Do you do any streaming or anything like that? We got to go ahead and throw it back to the casters in just a second, but I want to give you a chance to shout out if you have a Twitch channel or anything like that that you'd like our audience to follow.
Well, I don't stream, but hopefully my college team will be playing in TESPO soon, so yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here and chatting with me. And for now, back on over to our casters, Charlie and Andre.
Thank you, Jess, for that awesome interview right there.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome to see.
Crazy.
It's mad love when people make the travel and that passion to come out to tournaments, to hang out, play, all for that same level, that competitive nature of Overwatch. Yeah. She's definitely not the only one, and she probably won't be the last one that's traveling out to this event. We got Boostio and Fatty that drove 18 hours from Florida just to make it out here. And right now they're actually sitting in the finals too, T2 Bots, that team. And I think they even have contenders trials that they got to run through later today. So these guys are just
We have
hammering
a
away at
very
it.
good set of matches ahead of us. Very good teams on both sides of both blue and red. I mean, honestly, Screenwave and PowerHAUS, and then you have TCG and you have
T2.
T2. Like, you have 4 really good teams that are about to go up against each other today. This is going to be a pretty good playoffs because it's really a coin flip to who's going to win.
And we're going to watch that right now. So we're back right at it again. All right, sorry about that disconnect earlier, guys. But we're here. We're live here at TooManyGames 2018 Fusion Showcase. $5,000 is up for grabs for these teams right now. And the first point just, cost Screenwave Media about $350. About $350.
About 350.
About $350.
It looks like Kraytu's going to try to throw in a Sonic. He realizes that everybody completely backed off. They're going for a full regroup before they even try to contest this card again.
All right, so.
And we do see Kefri switch onto the Widow, so it was expected.
Mort has been on Zen this whole time. Yeah, he was on Lucio last. I was just noticing that he actually just kept it at this point. All right, so Zarya just getting as much charge as she can get in. Right. Just speaking of Erebos, just getting dropped.
Wow,
that random bomb.
Take out Stim.
And Kaitu just trying to get that zoning. Like all the time, like people think, oh, you need to always get kills with Hanzo's ult, but no, it is just a great utility tool. You can create basically a line on the sand saying cross this, and something's gonna happen if you do.
And we saw technically there, he got zoned into the team, so he just threw himself on the cart because like there's no point in even trying to regroup because you have to walk through the Hanzo wall.
Exactly. There's no reason. All right, so it looks like they might just try to contest it at the very last second. Valkyrie is popped right now for CarQ, so this is definitely gonna get contested. Moira, so 2 support ults right now. Kefri up top, just not.
Kefri getting really aggressive.
Gotta go right for the diva. Oh, 6 feet with the 2. Kaitu getting dropped with Hanzo's though. And then Stim taking Mythos for a ride.
So it is even now, but PowerHAUS is up by 1.
Oh, but Kefri is down too. So the only damage dealer right now is Samito, but can't count him out. More just keeping Diva in check, but then no supports, and Samito and Stim are just the only ones on the cart right now.
I think PowerHAUS is going to have some time.
Yeah, they got this. They got this.
And now it's just the runner just sitting there.
Oh, wow. No, they actually managed to get back in time. CarQ, the hero. It looks like they have to reset right now. They actually managed to hold that.
Yeah, so what happened was, the Reinhardt was sitting there with the Hanzo there. They couldn't really push because, Reinhardt had a shield up and they have a Hanzo that's about to shoot storm arrows into their face. They have to be really careful, and that gave them Mercy enough time to get back.
And Stim does now have Shatter on deck for the next one, trying to see. Oh, Kefri trains the switch again. Oh, wow, Kaitu, nice, very nice, very nice. Didn't know the arrow was there. Knock, knock, who's there? You're dead again. Sorry,
Reaper. Stim throws out the Shatter, gets nothing for it, gets picked off.
All right, let's see if he's going to get the Mercy next to prevent the res from happening. Oh, no, he doesn't. So, there you go. Okay, I thought, oh my goodness. I thought CarQ would be on it way quicker than that. Unfortunately, nope, he dropped it, so that's going to be it. Samito trying to escape, and he's like, no, I am the real Hanzo.
I always love seeing the 2 Hanzos duke it out, spamming storm arrows at each other until one hits the other.
And 6 feet, just getting the reset button real quick on that mech.
Yep.
We'll be back real fast anyway. It's gonna right around the point where they're gonna fight anyway, so no foul, no.
And they're probably gonna go look for their own grab Screenwave after this.
No, Zen all right there, saving the day. Is anyone gonna get pushed into the environment? Let's see. Oh, Diva goes for it. There we go. Ryan is going down. Wow, Samito does take out.
So it looks like they did not talk about this with Samito. I feel like they're a little bit uncoordinated now. He used his Hanzo roll without the technical scrap, but it looks like that doesn't even matter. They're able to take it. They're able to win this fight, no problem, not even with the grab.
That hole right there, that is swallowing some plumbers right now. Straight Mario.
So Screenwave's still holding on to that grab, and they're about to have another Hanzo ult. See, that's what I'm saying. Samito is so good at charging these ults.
And Tech is already locked in. Tech is locked and loaded. Let's go. See if Samito gets it in time. Yes, no Zen ult to save that. America's favorite combo.
It's going to be a clean wipe. It's going to be a reset.
Yep, easy
and they're
reset.
Down to 19 seconds. That's going to be really tough to touch the cart.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised. We already have the Lucio, so they're already going to be getting speed boosted.
Yep, they know they're going to be desperate to actually speed up. Ryan is on deck with his Shatter too, so he needs to get a really fat Shatter. Just touch the point right now. 1 second left on the clock. All right, point is touched. All right, Shadow got blocked at the last second, but then Kefri coming in with Death Blossom from behind.
He gets 3. He actually gets 4 with the mech.
Well, with the mech, yeah, correct. That is going to be it.
And I believe Screenwave's going to take that first map. It was very clean.
Sneaky Reaper.
Every time PowerHAUS would come in and they'd try and push and get really aggressive, and Screenwave would just always have an answer for them ready.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, shocker there. Sorry, Kefri, your 4K's nothing. What do we got here? Combo? We know this song.
Yeah.
We know what
I
happened
hit
here.
Q.
Let's see it. And no BM. None of this.
Wow, he actually got 6 feet under really far off on that point. He was actually near the choke, right on the second point. He actually killed him with the ult. Very surprised it reached that far.
70% kill participation right there. 45 for Samito. Nicely done, nicely done. I guess him being he's under the weather right now. If you didn't know,
yeah,
he's actually
clearly I can tell.
He's feeling sick.
Yeah, he's definitely underperforming. He could definitely be doing better. So
yeah, was that 4K? Not whatever. That's nothing.
That's nothing for Samito.
But PowerHAUS did they showed they are to be contended with right now. Sometimes the first game is just a wash, just kind of to get the lay of the land, seeing how Screenwave was gonna react to them. They didn't with Kefri's change. He had Widow for one little scramble. That's about it. But he did stay on the Reaper the whole time. Kept those tanks in check, just melting them away every chance he got. So I'm trying to see what PowerHAUS is gonna try to do. Depending, it's King's Row. Reaper is actually he's pretty powerful in that stage due to just all the corners he's in. He can easily flank, kind of be unseen to get those Death Blossoms as we saw at the end. He just got one to just get that 3-4K at the end, just to wipe field right now. So the next one coming up, I believe,
is Hanamura, right?
Should be No. I don't believe Hanamura is what was picked. I think that might have been vetoed. Let me double check for. Oh no, you're right. Actually, it was vetoed into Hanamura. Yes, so we are doing Hanamura next.
Yeah, so I don't think this series is over in any means necessary for PowerHAUS.
No.
They can easily come back. This is one map out of 4. They can lose the next one, and they can still reverse sweep.
They can take that break, that second to kind of reassess what they've been doing, possibly any sub out anybody they have to, and re-up on their game. So as we can tell right here, they are really, really thinking hard as to what they're gonna want to go with, what their game plan's gonna be.
Yeah. And you can actually see them covering their mouths, trying not to let the other players see them on stage.
Yeah, the next level, right? Just like, hey, what's going on, yo?
Those are just land things.
Listen, hey, you got bodied pretty bad. We need to see what's going on with that Reaper, because you see him hit Q, and we just got deleted. What's up with that?
It's always fun here at the LAN Center.
This Hanzo's ridiculous. Yeah.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw PowerHAUS on Hanamura. Hanamura's a pretty good dive map.
Yes.
Even though, obviously, Zarya and Rein are dominating this meta, dive is still pretty strong with really good teams. If you can coordinate a dive really well against a team that can't respond to it well, you can normally dominate, even if they're running Brigitte. Brigitte is really not that hard to kill with dive. It's just, you're going to have to deal with her CCs and abilities and stuff, and you're going to get shut down. But it is possible, and we might see that happen here on Hanamura. It's not very often that we don't see it.
I'm not the biggest fan of this stage, I'm going to tell you right now.
Really?
I'm just not the biggest fan of this stage.
So are you not a fan of the the meta that we're in with the grab combo?
Brigitte's not even going to be here. She's just hanging out in the crowd right now. Just check. She's texting her dad, going yeah, Dad, the turret's fine. It's fixed. I'm hanging out with my friends.
Hanging out with the cat.
I'm going to get my gains on later.
So I heard that Hero 28 was probably going to be Jetpack Cat. Did you hear that?
Is that the rumor?
It is not. I started that rumor myself.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
So we actually
confirmed.
It is confirmed now.
Got it. I do remember that concept art. That was pretty dope. All right. So PowerHAUS looks like they're going to be on the defense on this one.
And it actually looks like they're going to be running Bastion on here, which isn't unorthodox. I've seen this before. This is to normally counter the triple tank, triple heals, which is super strong here on Hanamura. They actually used to use, before Brigitte came out, we used to run quad tank, and you'd run Lucio Moira, and you would rush in. Bastion was really good for stopping that, especially in Orisa with Orion. You throw a shield right in front of your Bastion, and you can literally just melt them, no matter how many heals they got.
Yeah, due to there's only really 2 points of entry for... Okay, I want to say there's 1 point for anyone that's walking. Anybody that can run up walls or get a jetpack on, you got at least 4 or 5 different ways of getting in. But they're betting on just keeping that the widest opening, which is the one that everyone's going to run through, which the tanks are going to go through, except for Winston, to just pepper him. Just pepper him with as much damage as possible. 6 feet under, trying to figure out...
He doesn't reveal his position. That's very interesting, because I don't think... He knows that he doesn't have to. He knows that they're not going to be able to...
Saw the Kefri teleport. You're not sneaky, sir. Stop it.
Yeah, you cannot hide from a Sonic arrow, no matter how hard you crouch.
Yeah, no matter how hard you crouch, how much of a spirit, how much soul you got, you are going to get pegged. All right, and Kaiju just doing good work, just trying to peg away. Already has his ult on deck.
Yeah,
First
Crate
one.
2 is really stepping up this game. He's really showing that he can hang with Samito, you know, and Samito's not even on Hanzo.
Yeah, Kefri got hit once with an arrow, rethought his life. Wow, oh, hello.
That was very smart to go right underneath him, force that Orisa to move.
Blindsided.
It does look like Screenwave's going to be able to take this.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah. Sadly, the one Hanzo is not enough for 4. See, that's why running an Orisa on Hanamura sometimes is a little bit bad because, you know, you can't move like with a Reinhardt, like you move your shield with you. That Orisa has to move herself and then position her shield. That really put them in a bad position there, and they got the Mercy really early, and that was really bad for them all over.
My big deal is we turned away for 1 second and they snuck in. Like, you did not see them go through the choke at all. Were they looking over here? Well, they were just like, yo, we were nice.
That was actually very smart that they went right underneath the top bottom.
The Bastion will not move. You get him out of position right there. That's the whole point. You want him to get him out of there. You don't want him in front of the shield.
Yeah, Kefri taking an interesting position.
Okay.
He's trying to get an early pick on here, but Zoro's picks off Technary.
Yep. Samito now on the Genji. Not the first time he's done it. I guess he's just all about the Shimada brothers today.
Yeah, he barely gets out of there. They were diving him really hard.
Oh,
obviously,
taking away at the Zen right there.
A target.
Oh, okay, I was going to say the D.Va was saving him. Was actually saving the Zen from getting 2 in the back of his head, but wasn't enough. So Tech looking like he's going to want to change.
Yeah, PowerHAUS were just able to hold that no matter what.
There's no way Tech's going to change. He's just waiting around. He's waiting for CarQ, I think. Yeah. Just to boost him up.
Yeah, especially when you're coming up to a grab and you have a shatter coming up, especially with
Samito
going to have that blade soon. That's most likely going to be the thing that they have to combo with, other than Reinhardt's hammer.
So Kefri, I think, will not pop yet on his eyes yet on the walls until I think Samito gets a little bit closer, so he gets to lay the land and see what's going on. Where's my target?
And it actually looks like they're going to be right there. I think the Widows were right next to each other for a second. They might be dueling right now. We're not seeing it.
6 feet under.
And here we go. Here's Zoro's going.
Zoro's going right back. Oh, say hi. Jeez.
Wow, he's already one shot.
Wow.
They both hit each other on the head and they got themselves down to 1 health. That was really impressive.
That 1v1.
Crate 2 a little bit later.
There goes the blade right there. Yep, just shredding away. Zarya just on life support. D.Va with just throwing out there the mech. But Urbo's getting the revive on Mythos, so we got a little bit more life. And Winston getting solo ulted.
Zen, but Mythos does go onto the ground.
There we go. Samito was bleeding earlier. There was no support out there for them. So, Zen just trying
Nestman's
to...
got the Transcendence. He's going to be able to stall this out a little bit longer, and this might be long enough for the rest of PowerHAUS to come out. This is what happens on 2CP. See, they just retook that. All of that work was just gone because he was able to stall.
They didn't even get the second tick. They were right on the edge of it. So he knows Kefri is out there hunting right now, and he's just trying to see.
Yeah, Screenwave's got a lot of time. They should take their time, figure out what they're going to do, get some ultimates. You know, this isn't a fight that you're trying to win right now. You know, this is obviously PowerHAUS is a little bit if they can outskill them, but ultimates are really easy fight wins. Like, you can win the fight so easily, might as well charge it up while you have the time. And they're already at the 65.1%. They're going to be able to jump in. They only have to get 2 ticks. It doesn't take that long.
6 feet under, already trying to use that pulse bomb with no return on it, unfortunately. Samito now on the Hanzo once again, trying to pick off the Widow to see where you're at. Unfortunately, didn't get the hit on the Sonic Arrow to actually get her to be in his sights.
Yeah, he's actually being shot.
Now he's getting dove on. There we go. They're going to go right for the Mercy. Yep, CarQ.
But in the meantime, the tanks drop back, and Screenwave actually capitalizes on that and picks up 2 kills.
CarQ just peeked out with Valkyrie just to make sure Samito was fine, and it seems to have worked out for him. Now here comes the wall. Here comes the cheats.
Yeah, Mythos is desperately trying to stagger or trying to stall that as much as he can. He already used his primal. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some switches to some Saul characters.
Just like that.
Like I said, once you already have it all the way up, 1 tick even, that can really make the difference in a fight where people can get back to the point and stall.
Correct.
That's why when you walk into a fight, you want to try to walk, even if you lose that fight and you don't win the game, you don't win that point right there, you still want to walk out with some kind of value from that. You want to try to get a point or 2, like a tick. Because when you come back in, it's going to be easier on your next fight to win.
And that pressure will go on the opponent. Sometimes it'll cause them to kind of miss that shot. If they're like, oh no, they're at that second. With
the pressure starts to build up.
Exactly.
People start to get anxious.
All these layers, like an onion, man. It's just layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of things you got to do. Kind of ridiculous right now. So.
But I mean, this is a really good game so far. Even though, I believe they had about 3 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that.
3:29.
That's
or
not,
3:23. I think they took 37 seconds to get that.
Hanamura normally goes one of 2 ways. You either have a very large time bank, or you have literally nothing.
And you're at OT.
And then kind of similar to Horizon. You know, Horizon, it's either you have 6 minutes in your time bank or you're trying to defend for 6 minutes. Like, you have to full hold on the first
nightmare.
point.
The nightmare when you see, like, when you have more time than when you started and that your opponent had when they started, it's like,
it's a little scary. You start to feel the pressure. You start to feel a little anxious, and that can cause you to lose some games.
Yeah.
And right now, PowerHAUS cannot afford to lose more games because once they lose one more, they're only one loss away from being kicked out of this league.
Yep, correct. All right, so Screenwave looking to go. Oh, Kefri going with the May. So May's good on that general open area that we talked about earlier. The wall can create basically walls for Stimp to kind of dash into instead of going further into the enemies, basically where they're grouped up at. You make the wall, you separate anyone that decided to come in, and you get a free charge for
and it
whoever
looks
is
like
there.
PowerHAUS is just going to run standard. They're going to run triple tank, and they're going to run the Hanzo. They're not going to run triple heals. They're only going to run Moira and Lucio. I'm interested to see how this works.
So Hanzo being only the real, I mean, sure, damage is getting dealt out, but he's going to be the only one that's dealing massive damage. Interesting. Let's see. He's trying to peg off Card Q from the top. And Samito as well. So I know they're all stacked there, but now Kefri is just going to be sneaking around waiting to put up a wall. He hasn't shown himself yet.
Yeah, it's very smart.
But they should be wary of him. Oh, there's a separation. But Kefri does get dropped by 6 feet under, right underwards, but it was still a good separation regardless. It was enough stagger to keep the team separated, and now they just wipe right through.
Stim had his shatter that was really clutch there for them. Probably didn't need it, but it's better to be safe than sorry because he most likely will be able to generate another one by the time they actually get like a real push into it.
Correct. Kefri getting brought back. I think he was getting rezzed by Mercy right away, so that did undo all the work.
Yep. So they're full strength here, and actually Stimp's actually looking for a free pick, and he doesn't get it. He just bubbled on his way out.
Excuse me, coming through.
But they will most likely try to take advantage of that out position.
Miss
when
on the wall
Stimp charges in like that, you know, he's out of position. They're not really ready for that, and they just jumped right on point. They're already almost have a tick. They're being forced to touch now at this point.
I don't see what happened with Zoros. He just watched, I think it was, let's see. I think it was Kaitu. Like, he was getting just hit by the mate. You could have just instantly shielded him there, protected him.
Yeah, Mace in the back line just going to keep freezing people constantly, and it's going to be really annoying for PowerHAUS. But they might be able to brawl this one out, but it actually looks like Screenwave might take this one back. Respawns are coming in.
More, I think, is going to be able to res.
Yep.
Is he getting rezzed up? Oh, no, he just was able to come back. All right.
That's going to be a full reset here.
Oh, man.
You know, they realize that 6 feet under in SM, they still got to respawn. They probably got time to come back. They don't want to waste that res because they might need it in the next fight.
Gotcha.
The dragon awakens.
It's always very interesting to watch really, really high level of play because you see Mercy's hiding like and saving reses and stuff because they know the DPS are going to get picked. And they see the grab combo comes out. It actually picks up 2 and the mech.
Five people for 1 Diva mech getting credit. Everybody touched the mech. Everybody
had a little bit of part of that.
A little bit. Man, these resales, that's the killer about it really, is these group fights that you lose as a group like this, the amount of time you're just wasting away already, just at 1 minute and 36 seconds.
Yeah, and even though Screenwave uses their combo, PowerHAUS might actually be a little bit better in ult combo, but Kefri is really messing up their whole rhythm here with these walls.
They are getting really tired of Samito right now. He is very aggressive. Kaitu just does not want any of them. Yeah, he just like gonna let him rock. You should have had Diva jump in a little bit earlier. And now also Samito dropping the mech.
Yeah, Samito is just right in 6 feet under his face. He is just not giving him any respect here.
Wow. He cannot be stopped. He's like, oh, you're in here. Yep, it's going to fade away. And here's the thing. They're going to be, with the ult on deck, he's going to be able to zone them out. He's going to either let it rock. Yep, there we go. Now, guess what? You're in a little area like that. You're not going to be able to get out.
Right there, yeah.
Wow.
What grab? Wow, and there's 2 still in there. I'm very surprised at how Samito's able to just be able to generate these Hanzo ults so quickly.
Hook, line, and sinker, bro. That was just, oh, where are you going?
Does get a really good pick right there, yeah. That's going to stall them even longer. And they're already down to 40 seconds. This is going to be their last push.
They have 5 ults on deck. Now, if they have to properly combo these or get rid of Mei, because Mei could just literally freeze their whole plan, no pun intended on that one, completely with her ult.
Or with her wall. Her wall can stop
too.
a lot of these ultimates, except for maybe dragons. That's about it.
Correct. All right.
And I believe
that was Stimps. Yep, that was Stimps. So we're throwing the Diva. All right, there we go. Kefri getting taken care of. But is he going to get res back, or is it Stimp that's going to get brought back by Card Q? No pop on Valkyrie.
Actually still above top, and he's just raining fire down. But it looks like Presence just popped this Coalescence. It should be an easy win.
About to grab right outside the opening, I believe. There should be a grab right out here.
Yeah, they most likely should do it, especially being in overtime.
Oh no, with Zen popping ult, now you have to wait. You're not going to be able to kill anybody, even if you trap them all together. Wait for it. There it is. Got the Zen in, but there's a counter grab right there, but they're right against the walls. Oh, Samito in the back with the ult.
I was just about to say, there's nobody there to follow up on that.
Samito
Samito
getting
just
stiffed.
proves me wrong every time.
But by then, Kefri's already back with his, and that's it.
Yep. They're just going to wall off the entrance. He's going to say, nope, this is my point. You know, Kefri's doing really well on characters he doesn't really play a whole lot. You'd think that we'd see Kefri popping off as Widow a lot, but he's really showing that he can play
flex
very versatile amount of heroes.
Correct. He's playing different styles. He's not just, you know, oh, so he did get the res. I was wondering where the res was going to come from, but it made sense for it. Samito had it on deck right there.
When I saw that grab go out, I thought that there was no way they were going to be able to follow up on that, but that res literally saved that push.
At first, I was thinking the same thing. They were up against the wall, and they had the Rhine shield in front, so it's like, well, now where are you going to really deal damage from? Then I was like, instantly I was like, where's Samito? Oh.
He's just hiding in the back.
I heard angry Japanese, and I was like, uh-oh. Yeah.